Yo, again, this Hasham here. I'm back to give you the information, just like I promised, on what the system is about. Okay. Right now I'm outside in nature. I love nature. You know what I'm saying? We come from nature. We come from the dirt. I forgot the term, that they use in the Quran, for how we were made, the Homo-tional, something like that. The black dirt, you know what I'm saying? The guys of the earth. So, and with that being said, you know what I'm saying, we need to start operating as such. A God controls his own destiny. A God controls his own, environment. A God controls everything around him. So, I mean, if you working for someone else, you can't really call yourself a God. You working for someone else. I haven't read no ancient text yet where God was working for someone else. So, with that being said, I was always the type, even when I did have jobs way back when, I was never the type to be comfortable with a job. My only reason why I was working a job was, just to get money up to do something on my own, and try things out. Like Muhammad Ali said, if you're not courageous enough to take risks, then paraphrasing here, so don't, quote me on it, but paraphrasing, you'll find this quote from Muhammad Ali somewhere online, you know what I'm saying? But basically saying, if you're not courageous to take risk, you know what I'm saying, courageous enough to take any risk, then more than likely you're not going to have anything, because everybody takes risk. Everybody that's making, major paper right now, they took risk with their life, whether they were scamming people, whether they were robbing people, whether they were selling dope, whatever. They took a step beyond the norm. Excuse me, I'm sitting here drinking some superfood powder, whatever, got a little burp, excuse me. But anyway, they took risks. However it goes, they took risks. Whatever they done, they took risks. I don't care if it was something legal, if it was selling t-shirts, they took risks. They had to venture out on their own and say, I believe enough in myself to take this risk right here, and let's see if it works. They put the jeopardy of their whole family life in their hands, their sales in their hands, their well-being in their hands, and they went out and took risk. Me, I'm a risk taker, you know what I'm saying, because my goal in life is to see my people advance, to become back what we were before, like I say in the other videos, we were the only people here, and we needed nobody. Now we here, and we feel like we need everybody else but ourselves. We'll trust everybody else but ourselves. And with that being said, then I know how you like the European, to validate everything. You got to have a European degree from their schools and their accreditation. I mean, no knock to people that does have a degree. But if you're going to have that degree, then use it for your people. Use it to enlighten your people. You got a degree in something, right? So why not go back and teach your people what you learn so they can have that same information? Why should I have to pay thousands of dollars for information? And me personally, that's exactly what I'm doing with you now. I'm giving you information that it costs me thousands of dollars to learn. I've always been a big student of teaching myself. You know what I'm saying? Just like Elijah Muhammad said, do for self. Black man, do for self. Do for self. If you're not doing for self, then that means you're doing for somebody else. You're building up somebody else's situation and not your own. So, I mean, you go to work, you work 40 hours a week, you make whatever you make per hour, and if you multiply what you make per hour, multiply that times 4. That's what the job makes. That's what your boss man makes. He gives you 1/4 of that, and he keeps 3/4. He keeps 75%. Hey, and he's making a profit. He can send his children off to college if that's what you're looking for. If you still got a European mindset, you think college is the only way, just look at the statistics. Just look at statistics. People graduate with a degree, and the degree turn out to be some BS. Degree turns out to be some BS, and they can't even find a job in their field of study because degree was BS, but they still owe that money back. But you can get out of student loans. You can write those off. Not gonna get into that in this video. I do offer that service though, and if you want to know, you know, but yeah, definitely. But anyway, back to the purpose of this video. This video here is just to give you a summary or overview of what I'm asking you to do to make money for yourself. So whether you have a job, you know, and you don't like the job, you got to excuse the noise in the background. I'm in North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina. There's trains running by me. There's birds out. You know, I normally get in this particular park here just to think. And around this park, there's a train station and a railroad. Well, of course, it's a train station, so of course it's a railroad. But, you know, some people are slow, so they might not have got that, you know, so I had to say that. So you hear trains in the background, you hear birds in the background. I'm out here feeding birds. You know, I buy worms, fishing worms, and feed the birds, you know, because I'm a big fan of nature. If anybody was to ask me what my religion was, I'd say it's nature. You know, everything revolves around nature and math. You know, you can't even have science without the math. So 5% of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? What's today's math? You feel me? But either way, that's how I roll. You know, for my daughter, she was born in 2009. I definitely haven't had a job since then. I've been going hard at what I'm doing now and promoting to you guys since 2012. As you'll see that in the video, you know, in the videos that the walkthrough videos that I walk you through the process of setting everything up, which you get paid $20 for setting it up. So, like I say, I'm cutting out all excuses for you to say that you're broke. If you don't have a job and you don't have money, or if you do have a job and don't have enough money, I'm giving you no excuses to be broke anymore. You see what I'm saying? And I'm doing it for free. I'm not asking you to pay nothing. I'm just asking you to set the system up and start making money. And then with that money that you make, you're going to start investing that money and exploding that money out. You know, I've been doing this, you know, for the past 4 or 5 years. For the past 4 or 5 years or more, I've been doing this. And I love doing this because, I mean, it gives me the freedom and time to do anything I want to do when I want to do it, travel when I want to travel. Well, I can't say when I want to travel. I have children, a wife, so I can't, I don't even like using that term wife. I have a mate, you know what I'm saying? I have a mate, a help meet that helps me get to where I'm going. You know, at the moment, you know, at the moment, she's doing her thing. She's trying to learn nursing because we need nurses. You know, so that's a good degree. If you're going to go get a degree, get a nursing degree. Get something that you can use. Get a trade. You know, woodworking, gunsmithing. Gunsmithing. You know, our people don't even develop our own guns. We use guns from everybody else. But what if they stop giving us those guns? You know, when they want to do a ethnic cleansing, they're not going to give you the guns. But Mali now is making their own guns. Go figure. But hey, you can do the same thing. If anybody was on the Red Pills Facts Initiative webinar the other day, you see that we can print up guns from nowhere. Just get a 3D printer and print them up. Damn. You can print up houses. Damn. I mean, nobody owns the land. Because just like my man down in Georgia that had a court case, he had a court case, you know, because he was the one taking over abandoned properties. Take in mind, he did use the Bible, you know, because they do run on the Bible. The Bible is the supreme law when it comes to the court system. If you don't know that, then guess what? When you go to court, you're going to be fucked. You know what I'm saying? The Moors say they have their thing, this, that, and the third, but a lot of these things that they use are found in the Bible. That's their system. You can't get around that. That's their system. So if you're in there, you better know some Bible. So, I'm not saying that the Bible is a great book. Well, nah, let me change that. It is a great book when you know how to use it. When you know how to use it, you're not believing in the myths and story tales as is, but you see the symbolism in it, then you can't use it, because that same symbolism is used in every religion. Why? because every religion comes from the same place in the first place. So guess where it comes from? It comes from us. And we only wrote it down because we was dumbed down. And they took it and corrupted it, co-opted it and corrupted it. But it's still our information in it. You know, dates and everything may not add up, because check this out. If you try to go against me saying that they use the Bible, then look at this. Your whole concept of dates and times is based upon the Bible. You're living in 2016 AD. You're basing all your stuff that you know about Kemet in BC. What was the time that we use? Because if you're in the Khan, it's in the we're in the 13,000. We're in the years of the 13,000. I forgot the exact year, but yeah, I practice a Khan, you know, practice a Khan ancestry and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I deal with my people. I fucks with my people. But I know, you know, how to, what's the right word? Like interface, yeah. Because we're computers, basically. We're basically computers. Our brain is the biggest computer on earth, the best supercomputer on earth. They based your iPhone, your Androids, your computers, everything off our brains. Not anyone else's brains, but our brains. And how our brains work. And how our synapses connect. And how they fire off. Our electricity in our body. Matter of fact, everything in the world operates off this. Just listened to Know the Ledge radio last night with you know, Mosey Bay on there. Abdullah Mosey Bay on there. Letting you know there's no such thing as new technology. Even in the Bible, Solomon says there's nothing new under the sun. Which means that everything that we're doing is based upon our work that we done previously. Go figure. But you're scared. You have to have somebody else's validation, your oppressor's validation, before you can do anything. If somebody that looks like you brings it to you, then the Willie Lynch syndrome kicks in, and automatically it got to be ludicrous. But that's not what I'm here to bring you today. My fault. I digress sometimes. Well, I digress a lot. So that's just me. I just like to give you a well-rounded view before I talk about stuff. But anyway, the system about socioeconomics. People helping people. If you starve, that means I'm starving. If you eating, that means I'm eating. And we come up together. You know, people always ask me why I'm only targeting my people. Because I want to go down in history just like Jehudi Ma'at, becoming a millionaire by only messing with my people. You see what I'm saying? That's what he does. Because he formulates formulas for us. He only deals with his people. So take that in mind. Anyway, the system is about, you know, what you're going to do is, just like you see advertisements every day of your life. You're on Facebook, you see advertisements. You're on Twitter, you see advertisements. You're always going to see marketing. If you're looking for something that's going to last a lifetime, marketing. I don't care what you have, what you do, what service you offer, you have to market it. You can have the best service in the world and you can sit in your house all day and nobody will ever know. You can have the best product in the world, sit in your house all day and no one will ever know. If you never get your service in front of people, they'll never know. And that's what my system takes advantage of the marketing aspect. Up front, that's what you're going to make money off of. Once you make that money, you're going to go into investing. Once you're investing, you're going to go into other things. You're going to go into building. Like, we need schools, we need infrastructure, we need gunsmiths, we need health centers, we need, you know, we need people producing clothing, you know, facts, food, art, clothing, technology, and shelter. You see what I'm saying? We need that. We don't need nobody working at the bank. The banks are about to be done away with. Why are you working at the bank? The dollar is dropping every day. If you just looked at Yahoo the other day, guess what? Zimbabwe is printing millions of US dollars. Which back in the day we would go to war for. But they can't now because why? The dollar is dropping. Bitcoin just became an official currency. Look at this article here. Look up this article that I'm posting here. Bitcoin just became an official currency. You see what I'm saying? So why are you still dependent upon the green paper? It's green paper. You can go get some notebook paper and write some numbers on it. Because what is the difference between a $20 bill and a $100 bill? Okay, time's up. The only difference is the value that you put on it. Because it costs 5 cents to print every worthless bill that they print. So you're automatically in debt just by them printing the bill, just by you having it in your pocket. That's crazy, but that's what you do. So, I mean, it is what it is.